Good evening and many thanks for joining us. You're watching Qtv Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue with me, Ansmana Isonyase. Here are the main news headlines. President Adama Barrow on Thursday visited more businesses across the country, key agriculture players engaged in addressing Gambia's food security needs. Also, President Barrow inaugurated a health center on Thursday at Kiangjali in the Lower River region as part of his government's effort to expand and improve the Gambia's health sector. The Vice President of the Gambia, Mohamed B.S. Jallow, on Friday presided over the official launching of the 2024 Population and Housing Census. And as the world commemorates Telecommunication and Information Society Day, Gambia's Minister for Communications and Digital Economy, Usman Eba, called on stakeholders in the sector to offer more support to the government's digital transformation agenda. And on the inaugural commemoration of World Halal Standards Day on May 17th, the Minister of Trade, Babakar Ojuf, underscores the importance of establishing halal standards to boost consumer confidence and facilitate trade. And the Gambia Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance signed a contract agreement with a Canadian company for providing and implementing the standardized integrated tax management system known as ITAS. Well, stay tuned for more on these and other stories. And we now take a look at the news in detail. President Adama Barrow on Thursday visited more businesses across the country covering key agriculture players engaged in addressing Gambia's food security needs. Mohamed Lamin Choi is with the Presidential Tour Party and he files this report.
President Adama Barrow is starting a more than week-long tour visiting agro-businesses in the country. In the delegation are his agriculture and trade ministers as the president tours businesses that are critical players in government's efforts to address the deficit in our national food supply. President Barrow visited farms in the West Coast region engaged in cultivating popular, locally consumed vegetables and crops. By exploring access to vast areas of land and irrigation facilities, the agro-businesses signal the potential of limiting Gambia's large dependence on food imports. The variety of farm produce includes rice, potatoes, and onions, which are staples of the daily meals of most households in the country. Radwell Farms at Tubakuta in the West Coast region produces 1,500 bags of potatoes a day, in addition to rice and onions. At Baka Farms and MK Agro at Mayok and Bondali, respectively, the president sees a massive scale of onion production and is briefed about the production capacity of these farms and some challenges they face, including access to electricity and market. Here are Jigo and Pasise of MK
Our next year we are produced for 10,000 metric ton. Okay. And government capacity for every year 35,000 metric ton plus.
We do onions this year. We are expecting minimum of 3,000 tons of onions, and we appeal to all Gambians to support your own product and to buy your own product as Gambian. So with that we can do more, and with that we can be able to produce much more than what we do this year. And we first, lack of electricity make our production to be expensive because we run on generator, and we spend a lot of money on generator, on this fuel. So, and two, lack of market. The market we have the product here, but we cannot sell. So we appeal to all the Gambians to buy our own product, to buy Gambian product, to produce your own product. And that's where the Gambians we can grow.
President Barrow also visited a factory that manufactures and bottles locally made beverages. Located at Bonto, the company began operations a few months ago. Its products have reached the local market, and the factory is among the few of its type in the Gambia. Mohamed Lamin Choi, Qtv News.
Now, also on Thursday, President Barrow inaugurated a health center at Kiangjali in the Lower River region as part of his government's effort to expand and improve the Gambia's health sector. Mohamed Lamin Choi again.
For the people of Kiangjali, this isn't just an ordinary day. It is a day of celebration, of progress, and of a promise fulfilled as they witness the inauguration of this health center. Equipped with new beds, medical equipment, and consumables, this health center marks a new era of healthcare for the community. President Adama Barrow reassures the gathering that the inauguration of this health facility forms part of a broader commitment of his government to improving the living standards of Gambians and residents of the country, saying he sees a healthy nation as a cornerstone for sustainable development.
These state-of-the-art facilities, equipped with cutting-edge technology and amenities, symbolizes our dedication to providing quality healthcare services. From self-contained air-conditioned delivery rooms to modern medical equipment procured with support from the World Bank, every aspect was planned to ensure comfort, dignity, and efficiency for our patients.
The health center at Kiangjali is one of several health facilities strategically placed in remote corners of the country where medical care was once a distant dream. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmadu Lamin Samate, in whose home village the health center is located, rejoices at this milestone of access to quality health care.
Your Excellency, today is a day of joy. It's a day of extending thanks to you and appreciation and gratitude for this remarkable achievement of yourself and your government. And I must tell you that the people of Jali are happy.
The governor of the Lower River region, Sidi Lamin Bah, celebrates this development as a significant step towards promoting access to quality health care and improving the well-being of the people in this region.
The establishment of this health center underscores the importance of accessible health care for all. However, in many rural areas, access to quality medical care remains a challenge. Thus, this center will bridge that gap by providing essential health services to our residents, thus ensuring that everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic status, can receive that care wherever you are if you come to this health center.
With state-of-the-art equipment and set to be staffed with healthcare professionals, the health center is a beacon of hope for the people of Kiang West who had long yearned for accessible healthcare. The constituents and local leaders thanked President Adama Barrow for ending their long struggle for access to quality healthcare services. For President Barrow, with 4 more health centers to inaugurate in remote parts of the country, his vision for a healthier Gambia where every citizen has access to quality healthcare regardless of their location is taking shape. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, QTV News.
The Vice President of the Gambia, Mohamed B.S. Jallow, on Friday presided over the official launching of the 2024 Population and Housing Census, which is set to take place from the 1st to the 14th of June 2024. Lolem Kamara reports.
The Population and Housing Census is a nationwide survey conducted every 10 years by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, GBOS, to collect information about the population and housing characteristics. This data collected will be used to inform and guide decision-making processes in various sectors such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure development. Nyakasi MB Sanyang, the Statistician General of the Gambia Bureau of Statistics, highlights the need for and importance of the population and housing census. Mr. Sanyang calls for the public's cooperation and compliance while this is being conducted.
If policymaking and planning are to be effective in impacting the lives of the people, they cannot just be made on emotion or what we feel is popular, but must be made on facts. It is therefore our joint responsibility as a government, development partners, and the public to all play our roles to ensure that this year's census is a success.
The representatives from the UNFPA and the World Bank, Nehru, SAR, and Faye Burfis, respectively, said The data collected from the census will be used to plan effectively, allocate resources judiciously, and ensure that every individual, regardless of background or circumstance, is accounted for. They also encouraged the public to participate in this process.
The census catalyzes social change. It eliminates disparities and inequality that may exist in our communities, thereby promoting discussions and initiatives aimed at addressing these challenges. By providing a comprehensive understanding of our population, the census empowers advocates and organizations to work towards the realization of a more just and equitable society.
Let me take this opportunity to congratulate the GBOS team and indeed all the stakeholders in reaching this critical milestone in the conduct of the 2024 Population and Housing Census. The World Bank is incredibly pleased to note the progress registered so far.
Mohamed B.S. Jallo, the Vice President of the Gambia, says this significant event represents not only a data collection exercise, but also a testament to government's commitment to the production of current data for evidence-based policies and sustainable development.
The 2024 Population and Housing Census is the 7th Population and Housing Census to be conducted in the Gambia since 1963, but the first digital technology to be used for data collection. It is important to recognize the significance of population and housing censuses and encourage cooperation for data collection.
Conducting a census comes with its own set of challenges, such as ensuring accurate data collection, reaching remote and marginalized communities, and maintaining data privacy and security. This is particularly so in a country without a nationwide address system. So, it is important for the government and stakeholders to combat these challenges to gain public trust and ensure the success of the census. For QTV News, Loliam Kamara.
And we will now go for a commercial break, but we will be right back.
Gentlemen, let's just imagine the program as a bus. Yes. And I am the bus driver. Yeah, I'm the bus driver. And my bus is called, of course, Senior Bus. So by what political alchemy had he achieved all of that?
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. .5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket.
Amazing.
With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Now, as the world commemorates Telecommunication and Information Society Day, Gambia's Minister for Communications and Digital Economy, Usman Eba, at the validation of the country's digital ID strategy, called on stakeholders in the sector to offer more support to the government's digital transformation agenda. More in this report. The validation of this national framework coincides with the global commemoration of a day set aside by the UN to acknowledge the importance and impact of technology to the advancement of human life. The day is also used to highlight the role of digital technologies in addressing global problems such as climate change and promoting endeavors such as innovations in the agricultural sector. Fittingly, this year's theme for the day is Digital Innovation for Sustainable Development. Underscoring the importance of digital economies to socio-economic advancement, Usman Eba, Gambia's Minister for Communications and Digital Economy, says we live in an era where digital transformation is essential for socio-economic development, adding that to achieve any meaningful sustainable development, it is important to encourage innovative thinking by leveraging on the opportunities presented by technology.
Today marks a crucial moment in our strive towards a more inclusive, connected, and digitally empowered society. The importance of digital transformation in the era cannot be overemphasized, as it is necessary for our meaningful society economic development to take place.
Furthermore, he implores stakeholders in the IT sector to support national frameworks that seek to complement digital transformation in the country, adding that there is a need to close the digital gap by implementing inclusive policies as a large portion of the global population remains unconnected.
Digital technologies are serving as an engine of growth and provide us to essential services, including support to e-government and growing digital economics. The digital transformation strategy we are validating today is not merely a document, it is represented to our commitment and enhancing power of digital technology for the benefit of all citizens.
The UN reports that about 2.6 billion people don't have access to digital services, hence the significance of the day, as it serves as a reminder of the need for more investment in the sector. The day also offers the chance to explore how digital innovation can help connect everyone and unlock sustainable prosperity for all in what is a fast-changing digital landscape. Ansman Nyasi for Qtv News. On the commemoration of World Halal Standards Day on May 17th, the Minister of Trade, Industry and Employment, Babakar Ojuf, underscores the importance of establishing halal standards to boost consumer confidence and facilitate trade within the global halal market. Here's the report.
The significance of World Halal Standards Day resonates deeply within the global halal industry, and it commemorates the pivotal moment in 2011 when the initial versions of the OIC or SMIIC halal standards were adopted. During the first technical committee meeting of the Standards and Metrology Institute for Islamic Countries, SMIIC in Yaoundé, Cameroon. Trade Minister Diouf highlights this year's theme and the transformation of the halal industry.
The theme for this year is Pioneering Excellence, Advancing the Halal Industry with OIC, SMIIC standards. The evolution of the halal industry has been remarkable, expanding far beyond its traditional focus on only foods to encompass a wide array of products and services essential to Muslim life. This transformation has been driven by factors like industrialization and globalization, which have reshaped manufacturing and facilitated the movement of goods and people worldwide. Therefore, standardization has become indispensable to the halal industry, providing a framework for professionalism and quality assurance.
The Minister of Trade also spoke about other halal institutions, products and services, and how businesses can venture into halal business.
In addition to halal food, a variety of other halal standards have been developed for halal tourism, halal cosmetics, halal pharmaceuticals, halal logistics, halal quality management, and the list goes on. The halal industry has become a multi-trillion-dollar business, and I therefore encourage our business community to take advantage of this emerging but highly lucrative area. My ministry is committed to supporting and collaborating with all stakeholders to promote and develop the halal industry in the Gambia.
Minister Diouf further highlights how this event will be spearheaded in the Gambia and the numerous advantages of its sustainability.
At the national level, the Gambia Standards Bureau will lead the halal value chain stakeholders in a collective effort to commemorate the day through a series of activities geared towards promoting the halal standards and creating awareness.
Food safety, quality standards, market viability, ethical considerations, transparency, consumer trust, and legal protections are all covered by halal food regulations. Halal food certification is critical to providing transparency and assurance to consumers that food products meet established halal standards. Reporting for Qtv News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Now, after years of hard work and planning, the Gambia Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance signed a contract agreement with Sogima Technologies, a Canadian company, for providing, implementing and supporting the standardized integrated tax management system known as ITAS, funded by the World Bank. The event took place at the GRA head office in Banjul today, Friday. Alusisa reports.
This robust web-based system, the Integrated Tax Management System ITAS, will replace the current domestic tax system GAMTaxNet. It is earmarked to facilitate online payment and timely filing of tax returns and significantly reduce the burden on taxpayers in the process of paying their taxes. It forms part of a series of tax reforms initiated by the current management of the Gambia Revenue Authority to maximize revenue collection for national development. The World Bank is supporting the government of the Gambia through the Fiscal Management Development Project in the acquisition and implementation of the ITAS. Antatal is the coordinator of the World Bank-funded project at the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs. She welcomed the signing event as a moment of celebration after a thorough bidding process.
It's also supported by other development partners such as the IMF, who had also played a very critical role throughout the process. With regards to the ITAS, the entire process started 3 years ago. It started with the support of Ernst & Young, a Ghanaian consulting firm that helped to conduct a detailed current state assessment of the GRA system.
Sogima Technologies has a proven track record and expertise in delivering similar tax administration solutions in other countries, including Nigeria and Senegal. Hani Michael, Chief Growth Officer, Sogima Technologies, who were identified after an open and competitive international tender, promised the timely delivery of services and within budget.
As a foreigner company, after thorough consideration, we have chosen to collaborate with a Smart Business Group, represented by the CEO, Mr. Omar, for the implementation of the hardware infrastructure due to their exceptional reputation and commitment to excellence.
Flanked by his deputy, Esa Jallo, Yankuba Dabo, the Commissioner General, says the new ITA system will bring a significant shift in how GRA collects taxes, introducing functionalities like e-registration, e-filing, and e-payments.
We expect a robust and efficient system to be delivered on time and within the budget. On our part, we are fully committed to fulfilling our obligations under the contract, and we will collaborate closely with you throughout the entire implementation phase. We expect that you will provide the necessary training and the knowledge transfer to our staffs to be able to handle the technical issues that may arise post-implementation. This project is not just a milestone for GRA. It is a significant development for the Gambia's economy as a whole.
Abdullah Jallo, the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, hailed the triumphs by the GRA under its current Commissioner General with the support of the Ministry of Finance, and hope the ITAS will boost revenue mobilization.
2 billion 10-15 years ago would have been maybe our annual collection.
Yes, exactly.
So if we can do that in 1 month, means we have embarked on a lot of reforms and investments in digitalization.
It is expected that once the system is developed and subsequently launched, taxpayers will be able to file and pay their taxes from the comfort of their homes or offices without the need to visit GRA, thereby driving government revenue in a transparent and accountable manner. This new system also seeks to optimize decision-making and improve collaboration between GRA and external entities to help prevent tax evasion. Reporting for QTV News, I am Ali Usise.
And I'm afraid this is where we draw the curtains on this bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, here's a recap for main headlines. President Adama Barrow on Thursday visited more businesses across the country, covering key agriculture players engaged in addressing Gambia's food security needs. Also, President Barrow inaugurated a health center on Thursday at Kiangjali in the Lower River region as part of his government's efforts to expand and improve the Gambia's health sector. The Vice President of the Gambia, Mohamed B.S. Jallo, on Friday presided over the official launch of the 2024 Population and Housing Census. And as the world commemorates Telecommunication and Information Society Day, Gambia's Minister for Communication and Digital Economy, Usman Eba, called on stakeholders in the sector to offer more support to government's digital transformation agenda. And on the inaugural commemoration of World Halal Standards Day on May 17th, the Minister of Trade, Babakar Ojuf, underscores the importance of establishing halal standards to boost consumer confidence and facilitate trade. And the Gambia Revenue Authority and the Ministry of Finance signed a contract agreement with a Canadian company for providing and implementing the Standardized Integrated Tax Management System known as ITAS. That's all we have in this bulletin. To join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for more news. Until then, thanks for watching.